It's time to wrap up the book of Job and begin the book of Psalms as I answer the next set of questions from Carl Shoup's book, Test Your Bible Knowledge. In the book of Psalms, truth is revealed in terms of the human experience. We'll learn about emotions, desires, and sufferings experienced by some of the Bible's greatest characters as we answer the next group of questions. Christ, Jehovah, the law, creation, and the future of Israel are all themes that are covered in Psalms. Now, just like with every quiz, there are 10 multiple choice questions, each with 4 possible answers, and I'm going to do my best to pick the right answer and get a perfect score. A reference from the Bible is provided with each question, and that allows you to read the verse that was the basis or the source for the question. Well, I'm ready to test my Bible knowledge, and I'll begin with question number 551. Jemima was A. Job's new wife, B. Job's daughter, C. Keziah's daughter, or D. Job's sister. I'm going to eliminate C, Keziah's daughter, and D, Job's sister, because I don't really remember those people being mentioned in Job. So for me, it'll be between A and B, Job's new wife and Job's daughter, and I'm leaning towards A, Job's new wife, because I remember that Job had, I think, 7 sons and 3 daughters, 3 new daughters. And it would seem odd that there would just be one daughter named here. So I'm going to stick with my first guess here, and I'm going to go for A, Job's new wife, for question 551. Question number 552, and it is the first question from the book of Psalms, and it says, the first psalm, A, warns the kings of the earth, B, expresses trust in the Lord's protection, C, contrasts the futures of the righteous and ungodly, or D, exhorts against sin. I think that the best answer here is probably C, contrasts the future of the righteous and the ungodly. I think that all of these choices here are good ones, but I really think that C is the best one. I know that warns the kings of the earth. I believe that that's addressed in the first psalm. And I even think B, expresses trust in the Lord's protection, is part of the first psalm. And D, exhorts against sin. I think that's in there also. But I'm going to stick with C as my answer for 552. Question number 553. David, who was rebuked by the Lord for shedding so much blood, and then in parentheses it refers you back to question number 457, sings in the 5th psalm that the Lord A, encourages battle against worshippers of Baal, B, abhors the bloody and deceitful man, C, smites those who invade his temple, or D, pities the ignorant and overzealous. Here again, I'm going to get rid of C and D. I'm going to toss out A also, and that just leaves B. So for 553, I'm going to choose letter B as my answer. 554. In the 6th psalm, David begs the Lord to save his life because he A, fears the darkness hereafter, B, can then slay more of the wicked, C, can complete the building of the temple, or D, cannot thank the Lord when he is dead. Here again, all of these answer choices are pretty good. I'm going to eliminate C, can complete the building of the temple. I don't think that that's addressed here. And I'm going to get rid of B, can then slay more of the wicked. So that leaves it up to A or D. And A seems like a good one, fears the darkness hereafter. Well, on second thought, it really doesn't seem like a very good answer at all, fears the darkness hereafter, so I'm going to eliminate A. And that just leaves me with D, which is cannot thank the Lord when he's dead. So for 554, I'm going to go with D as my answer. Question number 555. David in the 8th psalm praises the Lord for having made man A, equal to the angels, B, a little lower than the angels, C, considerably lower than the angels, or D, far lower than the angels. I'm certain that B is the answer for this, a little lower than the angels. 556. It's a quote. It says, quote, "The wicked walk on every side," unquote, says the 12th Psalm when A, "In ignorance the wicked pursue the poor," B, "Their throat is an open sepulchre," C, "They have all gone astray," or D, "The vilest men are exalted." And all of the multiple choices here are also quotations. I'm going to go for D, "The vilest men are exalted," as my answer. Question number 557, and it's also another quote. It says, "Keep me as the apple of the eye," that is, A, proud in the priesthood, B, secure in the afterlife, C, safe from my enemies, or D, righteous in justice. And for this quote, I am not really certain what the correct answer is. I'm going to get rid of A, proud in the priesthood. I don't think that that's the answer here. B is a good one, secure in the afterlife. C, safe from my enemies. That could also work, I guess. D, righteous in justice. Wow, I'm not sure which one of these is going to be the answer here. "Keep me as the apple of the eye," and that's the end of the quote, and then it says, that is, I'm going to go with C, safe from my enemies, as my answer for 557. All right, 558. In the 18th Psalm, David gives thanks to the Lord for enabling him to A, prevent domestic discord, B, advance learning and the arts, C, reduce the inequality of incomes, or D, rout his enemies. These are some pretty interesting answer choices. I'm going to get rid of C, reduce the inequality of incomes. I don't think that that's addressed here. So that leaves me with 3 answer choices, A, B, or D. I'm going to get rid of A also, prevent domestic discord. So now I'm down to B, advance learning in the arts. I'm fairly certain it is not that. I am left now with just D, rout his enemies. So for 558, by process of elimination, I'm going to answer D, rout his enemies. 559, and it is a series of quotes here. The first, it says, quote, "He teacheth my hands to war," unquote, so that, and then the other quote, "By mine arms," and then that's the end of that quote, "there is broken," quote, "a bow of," and then we have to finish the quote. It's either A, oak, B, copper, C, iron, or D, steel. And these are all pretty good answer choices here, and I'm not quite sure which one it is. I'm going to go with the strongest material here. I think that might be the way to go. Although A, oak, that's pretty strong for wood. B, copper, C, iron, I don't think those are going to fit here. Or D, steel. I'm going to go with D, steel. And we'll just have to see what the correct answer is here in just a moment. But for me right now, 559, I'm going to go with D, steel. 560, the last one for this set. "That which," quote, "is as a bridegroom coming out of his chamber, and rejoiceth as a strong man to run a race," unquote, is the A, mountain stream, B, thunderstorm, C, pine tree, or D, sun. And I want to go right for D, sun. It seems to really answer this question. Mountain stream and thunderstorm, and especially pine tree, they just don't seem to fit here. So for me, I'm going to answer D, sun, for 560. Okay, that's 10. So it's off to the back of the book where the answers are waiting for me. And the first one was 551, regarding Jemima and who that was, either the wife or the daughter, or Keziah's daughter, or Job's sister. And I answered A, Job's wife. The correct answer is B, Job's daughter. So the first one, I answered it incorrectly. 552, it was the first question from the book of Psalms, and it read, "The first psalm, A, warns the kings of the earth, B, expresses trust in the Lord's protection, C, contrasts the future, or D, exhorts against sin." I picked C as my answer, and the correct answer is C. So I got that one correct. 553, this one was the one about David and being rebuked by the Lord for shedding so much blood. I picked answer choice B for this one, "abhors the bloody and deceitful man." And the correct answer is B. So I got that one right also. 553 answer is B. 554. The correct answer for that one was D, and that's what I put here. That one was the question in the 6th Psalm. David begs the Lord to save his life because he, correct answer D, cannot thank the Lord when he is dead. All right, 555. That question had to do with the 8th Psalm, and it was David praises the Lord for having made man. And I was very sure of the answer here. I put down B, a little lower than the angels, and the correct answer is B. 556. It was one of our first quotes. The wicked walk on every side. I put down D. The vilest men are exalted, and that is the correct answer, D, for 556. Next one, 557. The correct answer for that one is C, and that's what I put down here, C. It was another quote, keep me as the apple of the eye. That is, I put down C, safe from my enemies, and that was the correct answer. 558 was the next question. It was about the 18th Psalm, and David gives thanks to the Lord for enabling him to, I put down D, rout his enemies, and the correct answer is in fact D, rout his enemies. 559 is the next one, and the correct answer for that one is D, and that's what I put down. That's pretty good. That question, it was another quote, a series of quotes about the material for the bow, and it is D, steel. Okay, next one, the last one, 560. It was another quote about the bridegroom coming out of his chamber, and the correct answer is D, rejoicing as a strong man to run a race is the sun. So that's the correct answer for that one. Okay, not too bad. Actually, not too bad at all. I was able to get 9 of the 10 right, so that's a 90%, and I'm happy with that again. That's what I scored the last time. I'm still shooting for a perfect score of 100%. I hope one's in my future, and maybe it'll happen on the next quiz. We'll have to see.